What's happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy. I have a pretty cool video for you today. First, I'm going to show you a bunch of very cool customizations, modifications, upgrades that users of the vehicle have done. And I'm also going to show you the future of the RoadRunner. Vora Motors is in the works of making a vehicle called the RoadRunner Pro, and I'm going to give you some insight about that vehicle directly from the owner. I think this is some pretty cool stuff. I think this is going to be a great video. I really like my RoadRunner. It's my vehicle of choice for casual use. I have an apartment full of vehicles. I've got bikes and scooters. If I'm just going out to do a chore in the neighborhood, personal stuff, I always jump on the RoadRunner. I love how small it is. That's my favorite part of it. And it's not super fast. It doesn't have crazy acceleration, but it has decent acceleration and a really good top speed, almost 35 miles per hour. So it's a type of vehicle I could take on a pretty long trip, and I've even used it for many delivery shifts. I think that's a sign that a vehicle is really working for me, that I'm taking that vehicle out there on delivery shifts. You can get the RoadRunner with 1 or 2 batteries. One battery has been getting guys usually about 30 miles per charge. It's really not too bad, but if you need a second battery, I've done delivery shifts where I'm on the road and I carry the second battery and I know I can get 60 miles total. Like any vehicle, it has its pluses and its minuses. If it does have any systemic problems, we've worked everything out on our Facebook group. I run this Facebook group called Emove RoadRunner New Users and Mods, and if you're interested in buying a RoadRunner or if you already own one, you really have to join this group because number one, if you have any problems with it, we can help you with it. 2, if you want to make customizations, the people on that forum are happy to help and they've been sharing all their stuff. And number 3, I think it's very cool, Melvin, the owner of Vora Motors, is often on there expediting quality control issues. It's not really Melvin's job to do stuff like that, but we're very lucky to have the owner of the company here and there posting on the Emove RoadRunner New User and Mods Facebook group. So make sure you join that group. Again, whether you're going to need help in the future, whether you're curious about buying one, whether you want to share your modifications, but I want you to join that group. Here's my disclaimer since I do have a bonus code. If you want to get $50 off your Emove RoadRunner, it's Electric Scooter Academy, and it helps if you use the link in the description and use my bonus code, Electric Scooter Academy. That gets you $50 off any Emove or KAABO product from Vora Motors. Vora Motors is my main affiliate. This channel is not necessarily sponsored by Vora Motors because the sponsorship means that they pay me money to make the video. They did not pay me to make the video, but they did give me this vehicle about a year ago. I've made tons of videos about this scooter already. So I make my money through the bonus code, Electric Scooter Academy. Please use it to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. One thing about all these customizations is I don't have exact details and I'm not really going to have links to anything. So if you see something on here that you like, that you want to know more about, go to the Facebook group, Emove RoadRunner New Users and Mods, or just write into the comments, ask your questions, and maybe one of the owners of these bikes will respond back and let you know where you can find a link to any of these accessories or anything else related to these upgrades. Now let's take a look at the customized vehicles. First, I'm going to show you my vehicle. My vehicle is relatively boring. I call myself a minimalist utilitarian. So the one thing I wanted to upgrade in my RoadRunner is the brakes. So I put on these relatively inexpensive hydraulic brakes, both the front and the rear. The brakes themselves were only like $60. The key is to have a good friend like I do. My friend Brian came over and installed them for me for a song, basically for a very cheap price. But if you know how to install them yourself, you don't have to go with very expensive Maguras. These are pretty inexpensive hydraulic brakes that I got on Amazon. So I got front and rear hydraulic brakes, and I also put on off-road tires. The stock tires are actually fine, but who isn't attracted to putting on bigger, more burly tires, especially these knobby tires, these off-road tires? The stock tires are 2.5 inches wide. These are 3 inches wide, and they are also off-road tires. They do make a difference in how the vehicle rides. If anything, it makes it more bumpy, not so much less. But I like the big, fat 3-inch off-road tires. You can see here I have the pizza bag attached to the scooter. It's really just a bag with a zipper that you can put stuff into, and it's really perfect for me because I put all my tools in there. All the small stuff I usually carry in a backpack, I can throw it right there in the pizza bag. So I really like the pizza bag. So my scooter really just has hydraulic brakes, tires, and the pizza bag. Those are my upgrades. This next RoadRunner really stood out to me mostly because of the seat. If there is a drawback to the RoadRunner, is it doesn't have great suspension, but this one guy here has made a very incredible customized seat. These are springs apparently that you can order on Amazon. I'm sorry I don't have the link for this stuff. You can look in the comments down below. Maybe the owner will comment. And again, make sure you go to the Facebook group and maybe somebody on there will tell you how to get these springs. But I think this seat is very cool. Now, as to whether or not this seat is going to hold up under regular use, I think so far it's working pretty good. The guys who are using these are not complaining that they're breaking, but this is a very viable option for more suspension and a more comfortable seat. This RoadRunner here is very cool. You can already see almost right away that it has, I don't know if those are custom tires, but it's definitely a custom rotor and custom brakes. The M4 line, that's actually... These are Maroka M4 4-piston hydraulic brakes. These are not very expensive. These you can get for 68 bucks. That's probably similar to the hydraulic brakes that I got for my RoadRunner, but I think this is very cool. It's not only got the, it also looks like a very cool upgraded rotor. I mean, that's definitely not the stock rotor. That's a beautiful rotor, and I love the red and the white on here. The scooter also has a non-stock peg. I'm not sure what that is actually, if they just have that on top of the stock peg, or that's just a different peg, but I like the green. This RoadRunner also has a cool rear fender. I like that rear fender a lot. This next RoadRunner has the beautiful red and theme black, and I love red and black. You can see right from the top shot that it's got some really cool modifications. First of all, it's got a custom seat. This looks like the type of seat that the owner went to a custom shop to have made. It's a very, very cool seat, and that's kind of a standard carrying box right there. I think it's one of the KAABO carrying boxes that you can also put on a scooter. You can also see he's got some pretty cool customization, JDM, Cafe Racer, and he's got his speakers right there. That's a very easy mod right there. As far as the brakes go, these look like Mogura brakes to me. I'm not sure, but also some pretty cool customized red end caps. That is a beautiful scooter. I love the red and the black theme. This scooter is from my friend in New Jersey. This guy is friend with Jersey Styles. I was actually watching this vehicle on one of Jersey Styles' videos the other day. I like this scooter here. He's got the customized bag. I've never seen a big bag like this. It's a very cool bag for sure. Looks like he's got some custom red handlebars. Very, very nice, kind of simply modded scooter with a bag. This scooter's got a pretty cool red peg. This looks pretty similar to the other scooter, so I guess that's something that you buy to put on. This mod right here is crazy. This guy went to town on this thing. Hope the owner of this vehicle will talk to you guys in the comments and let you know exactly what's going on here. But I can look at it piece by piece. It looks like he's got brand new customized front forks to improve on the forks that come with the RoadRunner. So I think we're looking at a battery, 2 controllers, and a BMS. I'm not sure, but looks like there's going to be a significant power upgrade to this scooter. Looks like he's also upgrading to the off-road tires. Seems like everybody really likes those. There's definitely at least one customized motor going to be added to this vehicle. And look at the end product on this. Oh my God, how beautiful is that picture? First of all, what comes to mind is that it looks like an Onyx, right? Because of the seat. That's the classic style seat. The color, kind of the long rectangular shapes that Onyx has used. And you can see he's got that battery, that controller. All that stuff, I imagine, is in the bag. This is a beautiful, incredible, amazing upgrade. This is a multi-$1,000 vehicle now. This is a $4,000 or $5,000 vehicle in my mind. And here's a shot of it in the snow. So you can see this owner is really taking this vehicle out there in off-road conditions. Wow, that huge headlight. This is really an amazing, beautiful modification on the Emove RoadRunner. This is a simple modification from one of my friends on the forum. It's similar to mine where all he's got done, it looks like, is the pizza bag, and he painted it yellow. I like the yellow, right? That sticks out a hell of a lot more than the stock black. But this is a very cool RoadRunner with just a small amount of customization. Looks like everything else on it is stock, but a pizza bag and a paint job goes a long way. Wait till you see this one, guys. This guy's vehicle is friggin' amazing. I believe these are all surface modifications just for aesthetics. So you can see right away we have the Captain America theme, the US of A theme, and check this out. Boom. Look at this unbelievable vehicle. This is definitely going in the thumbnail. Not only has the red, white, and blue helmet, but painted the seat red and blue, painted the battery red and blue handlebars, red and blue bumpers. I love the Captain America shield. He's got the red stereo speaker on there, the blue pegs. This is a freaking cool vehicle. You know, this guy put some time into it. You know, he loves his vehicle. You know, this guy loves the United States. God bless America, baby. I love this vehicle. I think this is very, very impressive. The next couple pictures are just some handlebar modifications. I think these are just modifications into mountain bike handlebars. Tell me if I'm wrong, but this is just the same vehicle from the side and from the top. And I've never really had handlebar modifications on my vehicles, but I can tell you that when I go on long rides on scooters or bikes, I often feel my grip going further out to the side, wishing the handlebars were longer. So that's pretty much what you got here, just a nice upgrade. It looks like longer and very beautiful blue handlebars. That's our last customization. Now I'm going to start telling you about the RoadRunner Pro. The RoadRunner Pro looks like it's going to be the next iteration of the RoadRunner. Everything I'm going to give you here is from the actual owner of Vora Motors, Melvin. I'm going to show you some of his Facebook posts, and I would say take everything here with a grain of salt. It looks like the vehicle is still in its creation phase. We're just very lucky to get an insight into a brand new vehicle hitting the market at some time in the future. So first we have this pretty cool, just a conceptual picture of the RoadRunner. And of course, the first thing that I notice is that it's got rear suspension. That is sort of the big drawback to the stock RoadRunner, is that it's got no, or basically crummy or no rear suspension. And then here in the second picture, looks like we got kind of maybe a working model of the Pro. And it looks similar, but let's look at the differences. So here's the Facebook post from Melvin. I think this first part is very important because if you know anything about scooters, and especially if you know about the business, people struggle with their tires, okay? They struggle with flats. They struggle with doing their own changes. And one of the easiest ways for a person to change the tire is to have a split rim. That's what I love about my Dualtron Ultra Baby. I love the split rim. Makes tire changes very easy. But Melvin's talking about making a split rim tubeless tire for the RoadRunner Pro. I've never really even seen the split rim on the tubeless. I only have it on my tube tires. 5 screws to open up the rims and replace the tubeless tire. Wider tire profile. And I'm going to show you a picture here comparing the RoadRunner side to side. I mean, check it out. You can see this RoadRunner Pro is definitely going to be a way bigger tire. Another Facebook post from Melvin. These are some of the Pro updates as of December 15th. I have pictures of some of these. Domino twist, throttle installed, front dual crown inverted forks, super bright front headlight, braided cable management, split rim 14-inch motors, fundamental box structure completed, front and rear nominal 2,000 watt motors. They're going to be road testing it next. Here you got a picture again of the tire with the split rim and the hub motor. Here you can see the front suspension. I'm not actually sure if this is the new version of the front suspension, but this is generally what the front suspension looks like. I think the change to a new throttle is essential because the throttle on the original RoadRunner is problematic at best. And I think most importantly, this is very cool, the rear suspension on the RoadRunner Pro. I mean, look at that. That looks like it would really work. Dual coil suspension like that, that's very cool. I mean, guys, we are very lucky to have the owner of the company participating in a general group forum, letting us know what they're working on for future RoadRunner design. I think it's incredible. It's an amazing thing. Make sure you join the Facebook group, Emove RoadRunner, new users and mods. Guys, I really appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. You got comments or questions, put them in the boxes down below. I appreciate your support. I'll be back on the road doing delivery soon. See you next time.